Hello once again. It is another hiking day and we're back here. We're going to pass Oct2019 Tor 2 again very soon. We're back in the regions of that place called River Tavy, and between here and River Tavy we are going alongside the River Tavy up the steep banked hills. We're going to try and find Oct20 Tor or Oct20 Tor, can't remember which spelling it is, and then we might go and find Brimhill Tor. Lovely blue sky all around, autumn day, and I've been going through a bit of bad stuff at home today, so it's good to get out and walk. Smeared down there again for reference. And just over there is Oct20 Tor 2. Down there, that clump of rock there. We're back again. And this time we're going to continue into that field and then get the map out. If you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. Is that how it goes? And here is about where we got to last time. It's looking greener today. I don't think the weather was as good as this last time, was it? So, Oct20 Tor. How do we get there from where we are? Well, so the problem with this sheet is it's not a fresh printout. It's the same one as I was using last time. So the position of Oct20 Tor is a bit wrong. It's not there. It's more like under my thumb now, which means I think we've come out of this field and then go around some trees, and there's several unusual fields here, and then there's a woods. So we're going to cross this space towards that. There's kind of a gap in a divider kind of looking thing over there, and there's several more dividers. See the hoop to the right of the path, the pink path? I just thought I'd take a look down here because it actually looks like a steep hill. Yeah, field becomes a steep hill right here. Interesting. And that goes down, I can hear the River Tavy down there. Let's go back up. Oh, I can see the moon. Going back through the very dewy autumn grass to that divider, which has a little gap in it. Okay, divider 1 is, I think it's actually the second bar up here, so go through another dividing field up there somewhere. Oh, the track veers off to the left. I can see a little tiny little gap there. That must be what that is. I think these little piles here are dock leaves. And they look a bit like dock leaves. You know, the thing you're meant to rub on stinging nettle stings to ease the pain or whatever. Don't know if it's true or not. But maybe they're not dock leaves. They look a bit like them. Got a bit of a stone gate. So now I surmise we're here at the gap in the wall. So we've got one more divider and then some woods. I just realised on the map this divider is actually quite close to the water of like a bit of a reservoir, I think, or some kind of canal. So I wonder if I could see it from that gate before I go through. Aha! Well, I think my map reading is going quite accurately. That's a wider area of water than I thought it was. Oops, almost barbed wired myself, that's good. And I guess that's a bridge covered in grass. Oh, wow. So this is like a, I think it's a bit of a reservoir that widens up there. Anyway, it's almost like these car tracks or jeep tracks go all the way there or something. Divider, what is this? 3? And somewhere beyond those trees, the Tor should be lurking. I'm not quite sure if it's marked very exact though. Might have to do some finding. We're a lot nearer White Tor here. There's White Tor. There's a bit of a hill that's actually underneath White Tor. It's just closer to us so it looks larger. I think that's like a common? Like Cudlip Town Common, I think, or something like that. If this place mark is right, then Kent Tor should be just beyond these woods here. And that waterway should be running right alongside it, so I might be able to follow that if I want to find the next Tor, maybe. Place mark says right along these woods to the left. Don't know what this terrain's going to be like. Grassy bit next to a fence with barbed wire. Goes downhill. Gee, I hope it's not in this fenced off compound actually, because there is this barbed wire fence encircling something. The barbed wire turns into a corner here. What the fuck? So, okay. What's the best way? Should I go back up to the water and then turn right? Maybe? Unless it's down there. I could get over there. Someone's put some branches down. The question is it that side or is it that side? I think I have to cross the barbed wire either way, unless I can go along the water and come down to it. I'm not sure. Can't see a Tor yet. Let's move around this area. I've just turned right after the barbed wire. There's some sizable rock there. Again, is it cliff or is it Tor? That's the thing. This is the wrong direction to be looking for it, that's for sure. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of rock there and it could be a cliff. So I mean, that could be a candidate for it. Starts here, kind of goes out down there. That's a very steep hill though, I'm not going down there. Yeah, so this is as close as I'm going to get to this edge. But that could be it. I suppose I should try and get a better shot of the actual rock that's there. It's quite hard to see, to be fair. It's the background to those trees, basically. I don't know. My place mark said it's meant to be that way, so I'm going to have a look over there, but that is a big chunk of rock. Again, how do you differentiate between a Tor and a riverside cliff? I don't know. They're meant to be sizable rock stacks protruding from the ground. So we're going to go back up here. You might not be able to see it, but there's the barbed wire I crossed. It's got a branch over it. Some walkers put it there. Maybe because of the cliff here. And there's another thing here that's not barbed wire, which I have just crossed. And I'm going left now. That's quite thick. There's like a step here in the woods. Go away, branch. Slippery rocks and stuff, watch out. So this is where the place mark's saying to go. It's kind of thick foliage, a bit muddy. There's a step in the woods. It's not so steep there, but you fall off the step, I guess. There's a tree in the way. Okay, I've bypassed the tree. I'm in this little weird sloped wood. I'm just going to walk a little bit along here. And then, if I can't find anything, I will go up and have a look at that waterway. It's a shame they're not accurately marked on the maps that I read. And they don't think of making access ways to the Tor. Unless that was the Tor back there, I don't know. Well, it's very peaceful here, but I'm not finding what I came to see. No, I'm not really sure if it was that back there, to be honest. Oh, it gets a bit different with the rocks here. This is weird terrain. There's plants growing over little slippery rocks which have moss on top of them. Like those. Not the best terrain if it's like this all the way. I can't see any rocks over there. Okay, I'm going to stop going through this woods because I feel like I'm going to have an accident on these slippery rocks. But that back there could have been a candidate. What's it called? Kent's Tor? It's not easy to find, I think, and it's not marked well. So I'm going to go up to the waterway and maybe see if I can find Brimhill Tor. And we're over the barbed wire again. Now we're going to go up here where we should see the water. God damn, it's steep going coming back up. Oh. Let's take a break. There's a path running beside this now. So there's the waterway we're next to, and there's where Kent Tor. It is Kent Tor, should have been. So we're going to walk alongside where I got my place mark from, which is I think the map in the village. And then, okay, we pass. What do we pass here? 2 field dividers on the left. I can make out one. The map makes it look like it's on the other side of the water, in which case we'd need a bridge. This is a quite nice change of terrain, change of landscape. And down there is, I think, the sort where we were just now, down on that steep, stony bank. Looking down the bank is quite a clear view actually. I might actually, if something pops up like stone, I might have a vantage point of it. I don't know if we passed a field divider or not, I don't think so. I think this is, that's a field divide there, so this is the first one I think. Actually I think I was confused by the way they colour it on this map, but you see this dark strand which is the water we're next to now. Dark strand goes alongside Kent's Tor. We're at this divider I think. The dark strand kind of disappears into the forest here, but you can see how the trees turn, and what I thought was a field divider is actually the continuation of the water I think. And it comes up here and it says River Tavy Reservoir, that's the name of this thing. So it takes a corner away from us and then gets wide into a reservoir. Maybe we should go and have a look at that after. Yeah, I think the river veers away from us and we can come out into a field clearing here, but then we go back in the woods. But Brimhill's meant to be in this V-shaped woods, which I'd say that's quite a good landmark to find. Although I wasn't expecting this alongside the field divider. So there's the field divider, and we got some weird, this is some part of the reservoir I think. Flow control mechanism. Does the water go under there? Does it go down there? Oh, I see. I think I see. You can turn. Someone can turn the valve, which is padlocked. So, a pro. Oh, I don't like the look of this bridge. Is that going to break one day? But the water can go down here, and it can go down this square channel, which goes. It seems to go down a steep hill down there. If it gets overflowed, I guess. But this is the path. I hope it doesn't snap. Hope it doesn't rot. Whew. Lovely holly bush. The river has narrowed. Not river. The reservoir thing has narrowed and gained steep walls. I guess it's going to veer away from me soon. And there'll be a clearing. That's a lot deeper now. Does it keep getting deeper? It's winding away. It's turning, going down there. I can see a field coming up. As gates go, this one's a bit weird. Whoa, it's another... Oh, this inlet thing or outlet is open. There's water flowing through it. Okay, so that obviously goes down to the reservoir. Becomes wider up there. Maybe we'll go have a look at that. I'm noticing a barbed wire fence thing, which is a pain. You'd have to, I don't know, can you walk alongside? That's not safe, walking alongside this barbed wire. But yeah, it's in there, which might be a steep bit, and it might be a fenced off bit. Hey, you can see the road and Willsworthy firing range from here, or a road. It's probably one of the Horndon roads, I should think. Well, there were cars going across it earlier, but not now. So I guess that hump marks the edge of the reservoir. I mean, it's meant to be in there, according to my place mark. Just wondering, there's another bit of green grass that seems to go around the back of it. I wonder if there's maybe some access down there. See what we can see over here. This might be like when you go on the path above Fox Tor 2. We might be at the top of the tor, if it is there. There's something rocky looking, maybe. Oh, there's some granite in here. There's some granite. There's some... Are you liking that? I can't reach it to touch it, but are you liking it from this distance? There's some rock, yeah. So I wonder what going around here is like then. So we're going around the V and then around the back of it, although there is a bit of a divide there and I don't know if it's a crossable gate or what. Here's the V. No, it's like fenced up. Oh, hold on, there's a gate over there. So maybe I can access it there. Let's go straight to the gate. Oh, mushroom. I kind of wish there was a stile over there instead of going all the way along the barbed wire fence and then through the gate and then all the way back again. Nevertheless, you should be able to visit all the tours on Dartmoor, I feel. I think they should be in there. Hikers might come on your land, briefly, walk through it, look at a lump of rock, take a photo, and then walk off again. There's a little track over here that goes off somewhere, might end up at a farm, I guess. Another thing I don't know, of course, is will this fence continue on the right once I get alongside the tor, thus stopping me getting there? Maybe I'll be able to see it if I can't get to it. So it opens out into a ferny, bumpy area. I hope you don't mind, owner of this field. I'm just literally coming in from the gate. I'm going to turn right, because that is Brimhill Tor, I think. I'm just going to look at it and then be gone. Don't worry about me. So I see some rocks just here. It might be a really tiny tor. There's definitely a big chunk of rock there. Okay, not massive big, just... Is this a marsh? Well, there's one rock there, and there's one rock there. So I don't know how much more there is. Oh no, all of that looks like rock. Okay, we found at least one tor today then. So this should be Brimhill Tor. Come up here for a better vantage point. You can see there's 3 stacks here. The one nearest was the one I was looking at from the sun, with the sun poking through. There's a stack there, it's now in grass actually. And a big stack at the back, kind of a rounded lump. Okay, touch a tor. At least one stack of it. Just gonna go around back here, see if there's much more of it. Yeah, I think this is the lump that we could see from the fence, because you can see the fence is just there. In fact, there's that orange ring thing we passed. Yeah, so we could stand on it, the big one. Let's see here. Under the tree. It's grassy on top. I think we're on the Tor now. I reckon if you saw it from down below, it would be taller maybe. Is this like a cliff bit? Yeah, it's steep over that side. I can see the twinkling of water, so I think the river's down there. The actual River Tavy, I think, is down there. There's like the front edge of it, I think is like facing the woods. Big stack I'm on. And here is the, I'm on the big stack still, and here is the, I'm going to try and get this right, the east side of it, I think. Yeah, the east side of it, so that goes round to the front. And there's a little gully through the gap, and then there's more minor rocks forming the other side. So I guess it's sort of like a crescent, or this main top bit is like a pie chart with a chunk taken out of it where that gully is. And then over here you've got that, I think that mini stack that we saw first stands out the most. And then you got the one nearest the grass there. Okay, so that's at least one definite Tor bagged for today, and Kent's Tor we might have seen, or we might have seen a cliff, I don't know, but best candidate I can find for it. So obviously leave it as pristine as you found it. Quick in and out, just a quick visit, take some photos and go. Should we go up here and see the reservoir briefly? Yeah, let's go and see if it widens just here or not. Little groove cut in the land here. Groovy. Don't worry folks, it's just mud. Ah! Oh, that's cool. Are those geese? Are they geese? It's kind of nice, doesn't it? That'd be a nice picnic spot, wouldn't it? I looked at the map, we're not actually at Horndon, there's just a farm here. You can see the Willsworthy firing ranges though, saw those earlier. But Horndon village is more like there, over there. Still quite a ways off, I think. The next few tours up here, I mean, it doesn't seem to me like it's very accessible at all. There's no direct way through there. I think the next one is Big Rock, I think. But it's quite a long way that way. And there's no obvious paths and things. So we're heading back now. So that was Kent's Tor, possible candidate, not sure, might not be. And Brimhill Tor, the actual Brimhill Tor. Just a note as I'm coming back alongside the deep waterway. There's some granite here. And there's definitely some granite. That could be a second candidate for Kent's Tor, although it's a lot further along than shown on the place mark. Definitely a big chunk of granite here as well. Yeah, second candidate, Kent's Tor. It'd be nice to know for sure, anyway. There we go. Geography reference, I've just only come through this from that bit that I thought might be the Tor, and we're at the field divider, the weird pump thing, the outlet, and the worrisome bridge. So for geography, put that on the map. Near the field divider, I guess.
Pensiero